Boop. There we go.
Yeah.
You are now
So
being
you'll
recorded
wanna-
for the purposes of corporate intervention.
I do not consent, but I feel like
No one
Does
fucking asked.
that matter?
Right?
I was about to say, do you really think that a corporation is going to fucking ask?
I'm pretty sure I can sue you under EU law.
Yeah, but I'm not in the EU, am I?
I'm pretty sure the US has an extradition treaty with somebody. No, I'm kidding. The US actually does, which is kind of fucked up.
Anyway, sorry,
I was
Aura.
about to say it's the U.S. They would rather give you the middle finger than give up one of their own.
We find a way.
Anyway, who would like to give a recap of what happened last time, whether from your perspective of your particular session 0, or if you just want to give the cliff notes for everybody? Feel free.
She's like, we're doing the plan is that we're doing the job for Clara, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Has anybody aside from me actually met her?
No, I
Nope.
didn't.
I didn't meet anyone.
So wait, are we doing for Clara or Claire? Because in the Discord message it says Claire, in the fucking profile it says Clara.
It's Clara.
Wait, Sky, no, you.
I have
need,
literally messed that up
Jack.
like 5 times in my notes, so it's gonna change on a regular basis. You're just gonna have to live. You just have to float with it. 'Cause, like, I think-
Clearly, Clara is her given name and Claire is her fixer name.
Meet who?
just for maximum
Jack.
confusion.
I did not.
You did?
He was there. I did not speak to him.
Are you sure?
Yes. So, to recap what happened in Gug's thing, Gug was first introduced in his apartment. Someone fucking knocked on the door. So, real redneck ass motherfuckers. With someone who was shot up. And by shot up, I mean bitten up. Healed them. Weird fucking furry. Drove him back to their shack in the middle of a marsh. That was Relly's character. And there was a little dude installing a sensor array on some of the houses named Pipejack that he never spoke to. So.
I mean, from my perspective, my character was just out partying and trying to find a job in the underground, let's say. And then they got referred to Clara and Pipejack and decided to hit up Clara because she was the closest. And then she introduced herself and basically like a small job interview and was weirdly confused because she's kind of racist against elves, but the secretary is kind of hot, so...
Why?
If
So-
elf, why hot?
Yeah, if elf, why hot? If hot, why elf?
basically. And then I remember from Nitro's session, some people tried to throw down and it didn't quite work out well for them. Is that an adequate
Yeah,
representation of what happened?
yeah.
I will say, for the sake of expediency, since Sky, you are kind of the outlier,
Yay.
I will argue that sometime during the downtime, you will have met both of the fixers, like,
Thank
informally.
you.
Just because I don't really want to go through the awkward, like, mental gymnastics
Weird
it's gonna
roleplay.
take to be like,
Well,
alright, who knows Gug enough to call him up to be like, hey, we think we need you for this job? Because I don't think any of the people in this party met you.
no, the thing that was in my head was whenever he was leaving, whenever he was calling out to Relly's character as he was like driving away, Pipejack was nearby. Maybe he overheard or
Yeah.
something.
Sounds good. But yeah. So,
Oh crap!
It's
What was
been a
that?
couple of days since everybody's inciting incidents, as we'll call them. You have received a few messages on a couple of jobs that were available from both of your current fixers. Each of you, after some degree of deliberation, decided to do the job for Clara. You let her know, like, hey, I'm interested in taking this job. What are the details? She will let you know. The Johnson, she's arranged to meet with you and the Johnson for more details in one of the back rooms at the accounting office. It's sort of a more neutral ground than, you know,
In his car.
somewhere else, yeah. So it's kind of a middle ground for a newer team, which, you know, felt was appropriate. So, does everybody have transportation?
Yup.
I can't even afford an apartment.
Bruh.
Who am I picking up?
No, I'm just gonna like I don't really know you yet, so I'm just gonna take public transportation. How much is it to like ride from wherever the fuck I'm squatting? Okay, no, correction. How far? You know what? How far is it from wherever the fuck I slept to get where the
God.
meeting is taking place?
I mean, you could literally be anywhere in Miami at any given point. So, I will make the argument. What, you want to say it'll cost you about 50 new yen to take the public transportation to get within walking distance?
Yeah, sure, sounds packaged. Where the fuck is the new yen on this sheet? Or did it even carry over?
It should have carried over. So thank you for reminding me. I need to pull up.
Oh, it's under because apparently it's under fucking social. Okay, yeah. Sure.
Listen, you use money to help yourself in social situations. It's called a bribe.
What are you talking about?
Yeah?
It's called exchanging money for goods and services, also known as a bribe.
Oro, if you're that hot, why would you need money?
Bruh.
I mean, fair.
Because you're missing the famous part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair, I guess.
Yeah. So roughly around, I would say, with all of you getting there, and with Arm taking a bit longer due to taking public transportation, and maybe a couple of you having traffic issues because, you know, it's a big city, you do eventually make it to the accounting office. For those of you who haven't seen it before, this is a relatively decent, small little accounting firm on like the 4th or 5th floor of a regularly nondescript building that acts as a front for, well, acts as both a legitimate business and a front for Clara's shadow dealings. So, I'm guessing, at least until everybody gets there, Clara's gonna have y'all wait kind of in the lobby. So, just whoever gets there first, taking up a seat. The receptionist tells you, you know, hey, make yourself at home. Let me know if you need anything. Once everybody's here, we'll call the Johnson and get him in here. So, how do y'all want to do this? Because I don't think many of you have been introduced yet, and this will be your first job together.
I'll have Gug stand somewhere because he doesn't want to break a chair.
So you just see this big troll, like, just, like, standing in the corner. Like, right next to the fake plant.
I don't know. Raven is also just gonna sit on a chair waiting for everybody to, like, get in.
Okay, so Gug and Raven will be first. I guess Raven woke up extra early to get there due to knowing they'd have to take public transportation.
Fair.
And
Yeah, but also because I wanted to sneak out of bed before the other person woke up.
Oh my god!
damn, you really gonna do them like that
Oh,
Yes.
I should.
again?
Again?
No, that was a different person, I think.
I
I don't know.
Eventually, you just lose track, right?
Oh.
I I mean, Sky, what the fuck would you do if you didn't have a home? Well, like, okay, you have a home, but it's like really shitty.
Right. And then after about another 15 to 20 minutes, you see Scrape and Judas arrive. So you got two more elves. The secretary kind of does a count and is like, well, I think that's everybody for this particular job. So if you could just follow me to the to meeting room C, we'll get you all set up there, and we will call the client over, and you can begin discussing the details. And so she gets up from her desk, kind of dusts herself off a little bit, and starts walking on over to a nearby meeting room. Kind of hear the sound of her heels tapping as she walks. After leading you to meeting room C, she puts out a small white noise machine, and you can see this meeting room is about relatively what you would expect. Kind of just one large table, surrounded on all sides by like office chairs of varying sizes. You could definitely tell that Clara is used to doing business with all kinds of metahumans, as there is a couple of troll-sized chairs, and there is even one for a dwarf.
Or as a booster seat.
Oh my god.
It just, comes up just a little bit higher. It's one of those chairs you can get just a little bit higher up than normal. So, is there anything you want to do, say introductions, or do you want me to fast forward to the Johnson arriving?
Raven is just gonna say under her breath, like, damn, smells like dandelions in here.
Roll perception to see if you overhear.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Is God going to have to kill someone?
Oh,
Where's my fucking thing?
Well, Judas, you hear the Oni under her breath say, "Damn, smells like dandelions in here."
It's the perception
Like
button.
freshening up the place here, darling.
sure, let's go with that.
Where's the perception stat in the in-game character sheet?
It'd be a skill.
Yeah, it's under skill, it's active.
Skill, and it's off of intuition.
So you would have had. Did you invest? I hope you invested in perception.
I fucking hope I did.
If not, that's gonna be incredibly entertaining.
Let me sort by rating and chummer.
Meanwhile, my character has actually lower perception because
Uh-oh.
thanks
Gug's
to
a little
the-
Gug's a little dumb.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Cool. So that's a 3. Holy shit.
Wait, you have 3 dice on perception.
Yeah. Because I have 0 points in it. And my int's
Gosh.
4, so I get a -1.
Let's go.
Rated.
Ugh.
I think your is actually higher than mine, but still.
Yeah, how do you do it? Is it?
Oh, actually, mine is higher. Cool.
I forget what the chat command for rolling stuff is.
You just-
Slash R. However many d6.
There's also
greater
default
than
is
5.
skill.
Yeah, greater than 5.
The active category also has a default
Good.
skill at the top. You can just select the attribute and then the limit.
That's not how that works, is it?
You can do it
Ah,
like
so you need
this.
D6. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, they do have a
Goddamn
default
you
skill.
shit.
Yeah, but how did you do that, Arm?
Like I said, under skills at the very top, there's default is skill. You
Ah,
can select an attribute.
oh,
and
yeah,
then
attribute
create the
and
limit.
Yeah.
To be fair, I rolled with I rolled with my physical limit because I didn't think I was gonna hit my.
This actually
mental
might
limit.
fit Gug pretty well. He wasn't the squad lead. He didn't have to pay attention.
Mental limit is 5. It's just really impossible for me to hit it on my intuition.
How the fuck didn't I notice perception?
Hey, you know what? It's all good. You can always use it as an opportunity to spend your karma
Hell yeah.
whenever, after you've hopefully earned some. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Alright. Do we wanna...
Yeah.
Fast
Well,
forward.
so after a little bit of a slight small talk and a little bit of a uncomfortable silence and snark, after a while you hear over the intercom the voice of the secretary. The client has arrived and will be with you shortly, over the little speaker in the room. And after a couple of minutes you see I wouldn't say, I'd say he's an older looking human, but not like old, like he's in that comfortable zone between like like in your 30s or 40s, right? Where you're like, you know.
Yeah, basically his hairline is starting to slightly go back, but he's still looking okay.
Middle-aged.
There you go.
Yeah, okay.
So.
Oh
Lot.
no, every middle management ever.
Every middle management ever.
I mean, he is a Johnson.
Yeah.
That's Commissioner Gordon after he shaved his mustache.
You're not wrong.
So he walks into the room, makes himself, pulls up a seat at the head of the table, kind of looks over you and is like, "So is this everybody?"
Well, they haven't exactly shown anyone else into the room yet, so I'm going to assume this is who we're going with.
All right. Just had to be sure. Not quite used to having to meet on a fixer's own turf, but I understand, you know, neutral ground and all that. Well, my name is Mr. Johnson. I have a job for all of you. Pay is going to be 1,800 a head. It's an extraction job. So I'm looking to get a person by the name of Sandra Day, who is staying at a nearby, call it a relaxation resort. The company that she works for has a bit of a problem with overworking their staff, as many companies do. And so some of these people, if they're particularly valued, will be given a leave to stay in some of these places to recuperate and help the corporation avoid liability. I would like to take the opportunity to take this person and see if I can see if we can get them some better arrangements. And what better time than when they're at a resort.
So the target doesn't know about the extraction, and they might also not be willing to be extracted.
I don't believe that should be a problem. They should be at this resort for about a week. If you can get them within the next 3 days, I believe that will be your easiest. If not, I have a, well, insurance policy. And he pulls out like a manila envelope and that has something in it and slides it over to the troll.
Gug's gonna...
And got greed.
Oh my god. Listen. Gug's gonna,
Tell them
like,
there is an object of some kind in the manila folder.
carefully and warily
Don't take it out. Do not
that
take
up.
it out. Only if it's absolutely necessary.
Okay. Okay.
But yes, they're staying at the A Better You resort in the North Miami area, North Miami Beaches area. It's one place that A and AA Corps like to send their people when they overdo it.
This
They have
resort-
medical facilities, resort facilities, pods for people, those kinds of things. Unfortunately, I have not particularly had the time or resources to do much beyond determining where they're at, so I'm hoping that that is where your team comes in.
So do you this resort belongs to like any larger corporation, or is it basically neutral? Like, is it its own
No, it is
independent
it is
entity?
independently owned.
Okay.
However, since they do deal with corporate clients, they're in the unfortunate position of having to try to keep it secure without having a lot of guards. So expect automated defenses, and if you begin shooting up the place, I would suggest getting out of there very quickly. As it is in a it is in a pretty secured part of the city, and Knight Errant would be there fairly quickly.
The people sent to this place are mostly like middle management or like important workers. We're not talking about top management facilities
No,
here.
these are not executives. I am not sending you to die.
Good.
Good.
I don't think executives
It
would
would
go
be
to
a waste of the 1800. It would be a waste of the 1800 New. I'm paying you to send you to
Plus.
die.
I mean, you say that. Are we getting paid in advance, or?
Per my stipulation, and of course, the money I paid to Clara to arrange this, but no. Per Clara's terms, I'm to pay you half up front.
Okay, up front.
900 up front.
Yeah,
900.
1800.
Oh, 1800. I was like, what the fuck? Okay.
18k would be like a lot. Like, to be fair,
Yeah, I know.
Is kind of low, but it's also our first job, so it's
Okay.
like basically a test.
Guess Guggle just kind of shrugged, put the envelope into his suit jacket carefully.
Roll. I do want you to roll one of your medical skills, Gug, as you're putting it in your
Okay.
jacket.
Which?
Roll poison resistant.
Oh Jesus! Which one do you like? First aid, maybe, because it's more quick and.
Yeah, first aid. I'll make it a first aid.
Okay. Where's that? Let's go sheet here. There it is.
Damn. Okay.
You do feel that, based on the shape of whatever is in this envelope, you feel like it's some kind of syringe of some kind.
Okay. Probably gonna put it in one of the more padded sections of the jacket, but he doesn't have a pack on him, so.
Do you
Yeah,
also
that's
have a, like, like, what was the name of the character of the person we're supposed to extract again?
Sandra Day.
That was what he was gonna work on. It's like, all right, anything else about the client that we should know before we
Human,
extract them?
relatively, late 20s, early 30s. Here's a picture.
8.
Sends all of that to your comm links.
Okay.
Sends you the location information for the resort. Do you have any other? When you have extracted the client, send information to this comm code, letting me know, and I will send you the coordinates for the extraction. And when you get the client, please put this on her wrist. It will help disable any tracking and keep her biomonitor looking stable, as he hands you another envelope with what appears to be a bracelet of some kind.
So, does she have a dark wagon or crash card contract?
I don't think that would that stop any tracking though?
It's a bit of both. It works. It functions as basically it sends out a spoof signal for the biomonitor, as well as
Ooh.
like basically,
It's like a
Basically a jammer, I assume.
yeah, it's a jammer, but it also feeds in like the same signal to the biomonitor. So essentially, while wearing the bracelet, and again, it is incredibly temporary. That's why he's telling you to only put it on after you've left the resort. Because it's going to basically spoof the signal that, oh, they're still at the resort, their signs are showing as X.
Blah, blah,
Does that make
blah.
sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
Got it. As someone who is familiar with Duckwagon, that makes sense to me.
I'd rather you not get into a pitched firefight with Dockwagon in the streets.
Oh, don't worry.
Alright. Do we have any other questions? To the Sunday. Is there like anything we might be able to use to like lure her to like to come with us, or like any information you could give us to maybe make her come willingly instead of having to carry an unconscious body out of there?
I mean, like I said, if you get it within the first... You have a week to complete this contract. If you get it done within the first 3 days, you shouldn't have any issue. If you do require convincing, I trust that you all can handle it, but let her know that she does have a much better offer waiting for her, and one that would not facilitate the need to stay in one of these recovery resorts. And I believe you may understand the issues when you've arrived, or when you've had some time.
This resort, does it only take like bookings far in advance, or does it only like deal with like certain clients, or can you also as an independent person book a...
They mostly
slot
work
there?
through, they primarily work through corporate clients. I do not believe you can book independently, though I'm sure exceptions can always be made.
Alright.
But it's not
Just all the
something I would necessarily count on, and I do know that they have sensors at the entrance to the compound that check your sins, so I would make sure those are up to date.
Shit.
Great.
Or,
Yeah.
know how to grease the right palms, as
Yeah.
it were.
I have a rating once.
Oof.
What?
Oh no.
Now, with how, like, knowing where this place is, would we know, like, if this is going to be, like, a more, like, populated area? Like, you can get a car somewhere close by, not be, like, out of place? Or is this something where it's kind of in a more secluded area where a vehicle would be a bit more suspicious?
No, this is the North Miami Beach area. It's very... It has been recently rebuilt after the Seven Storms hurricane season of 2061. It's a very, heavily patrolled, people live and play and secure luxury kind of deal. As long as you don't look too out of place and you're not obviously carrying weapons, nobody's going to look the other way if there's like a halfway decent car parked down the street. And, again, the Johnson suggests having a getaway, ready and available on the off chance something goes wrong. But no, it's not like you're going into somewhere that's like off the beaten path. This is kind of on the beaches,
Like
resort type area.
condo
It
kind
is
of
a
thing.
private area, but it's not like,
off in the fucking woods.
sticks, yeah. Like, people being around and about is normal. You'll just have to find a good way to get onto the compound. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna have Gug kind of stand up and be like, all right, anyone else need anything else?
I don't think I do. Rafe is also gonna stand up. If anything, I assume we can, like, if anything further comes up that we might want to ask you, I assume we can contact you through Clara.
Yes, yes. If you need anything else, you can contact me through Clara, or you can ask Clara for further assistance if absolutely necessary. I understand that she has connections. So,
Nod
if you
and
do not
leave.
require anything else of me, I will take my leave, and hopefully we'll be seeing each other before the end of the week. And I will be happily paying you out the rest of your pay for this job. He gives a small, polite bow and sees himself out.
I'm gonna wait until like the Johnson's out of the room and like he's far enough down to actually not be able to hear us. And like,
Well, remember, you do have a white noise generator outside the room, so...
Yeah, still. I'm gonna wait a bit and then like, okay. So, I don't think I've met any of you before. What do you guys do? I'm a socialite with a bit of magic. I do know how to handle myself in a fight, but I'm not a combat expert, so to say. What about you?
Cudis is gonna kind of do like the little like hand wave thing, like, I kind of specialize more in the talking, but I can get close and personal with everyone as well. Though my tools are a bit more conspicuous compared to others.
Brave raises his hands and goes, I'm private military. My previous job was getting in, doing the job that needs to be done, getting out, and no one being any visor. So I can handle myself in a fight.
And
Gugs.
you're a big guy.
Gug is a little uncomfortable around these kind of people still. He's you know,
These kinds of people.
bro, he was dock wagon for corpos before. Like, this is not somewhere he wants to be.
I do like how there's not a single human in this group.
Good.
Fucking elves.
It's good, but like, I mean, to be fair, sadly, the optimal thing to play in Shadowrun is either an elf or a human. That's just the way
Don't
it is.
care. I like this makeup better.
I gave up my goddamn B priority for Gug.
Same.
Anyways, is kind of gonna, again, he's very uncomfortable, little abrasive, not aggressive, but his look just like Gug, dock wagon, shrug, used to be. If you need patching up, or if you need something shot, I'm here.
Because that we have at least some heavy fire support.
Things get that bad, then I feel like we've really messed up. But it's good to have that in the back pocket.
Gug's gonna kind of just, nod politely, pull back out the envelope, present it a little bit. Not sure what's up with this, but who wants to carry it?
First of all, does anybody here have transport? Do we want to... I don't know. I would suggest talking to Clara if she has any more information for us. Otherwise, I would suggest we go scout out the location.
Everybody get in the stalker mom van.
I mean, I have a car. I don't know if our big friend here can fit. But
You got a chameleon.
we can have. We at least have something decent as getaway if need be. Because I'm not entirely sure how big this is.
Let me
The
see.
Concordat.
I have a chameleon, so I can fit in that.
I can offer as a scooter.
Like the-
Shema, how the fuck do you move on to career mode?
You have to export the character. So it's on top left, I think, export as career or something, or save as career.
Okay.
Save as created, there we go.
Yeah. Are we all taking the same car, or do we want to go our own ways?
looking at pictures of this car, Gug probably definitely will not fit.
Which one is it?
The Concordate. Satyr Krupp.
Does
that
any-
Concordate.
I mean, Satyr Krupp has Satyr Krupp actually has like some vehicles that are actually specifically made so that they can actually adjust controls.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know which one. Okay. Well, in that case, I guess, do we want to split up into two groups, actually, or how do we want to plan this out before we get there? I assume that we're going in quiet, because that's a good idea.
I, for one, don't want to have to deal with automated security.
Yeah.
Yeah, automated defenses ain't fun.
We got
Yeah,
two
we
of the talkie types, so one each.
Yeah, that's
I'll
fair.
look
We
over
might
at,
wanna, like
Bunch of
automatically,
cooks.
there's probably also gonna be cameras. We might wanna ask Clara if she has any tech support on hand.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem is like we are only getting paid 1,800, so we don't really have a huge cut. Assuming we want any money left at the end of this job, we are not gonna be able to spend a whole lot on like amazing tech support. But like, just somebody to loop the cameras would be nice.
Yeah. Guggle kind of, poke his head out the door. This is a side office, right? There's another office
Yeah, there's
separately
a side
that Claire's
office.
in.
Yeah, this is a side office.
Okay. Kind of poke his head out the door. Is the secretary out there?
Yes.
Kind of,
Yes, Gug, is there something I can assist you with?
Oh, I hate it. Is Claire around? Got a couple of little questions before we get
yes,
going.
I'll be happy to get you, Ms. Clara. She stands up. Or she basically, like, calls on the comm. It's like, hey, the team needed to speak with you about something. She'll be with you in just a moment.
Thank you kindly.
A few moments pass, Clara walks in. Kind of adjusts her glasses and is like, so, is there something I can assist you with for this job, or what do you need?
Yeah, we would just like to ask, like, if you have any additional information that the Johnson might not have been able to give us about this place. Like, I assume you know the details of the job, right?
Yes, I know the details. From what I've been able to gather, the Johnson did give you correct information. That resort is mostly populated with automated defenses. It is for middle management and low-level execs for smaller companies to send people who have been overworked and exhausted as a means of avoiding liability. Also, it's a nice benefit they can release on their pay sheets and write it off as a tax deduction, as it were. I've scoped out the place myself a bit. It does have a couple of sensors. Since it is corporate, I would probably advise you dress up nicely. Just as a way of arousing a bit less suspicion. I think a nice shirt and slacks minimum. They don't allow weapons, so if you're going to be carrying anything, I would suggest something smaller. Otherwise, is there anything else I could assist?
You wouldn't happen to know anyone who's a bit more of the technologically inclined? Looking at our little group here, I feel anything automated would be a little out of our wheelhouse.
I've got a few people in mind. Let me see who is available. And she pulls out her comm link, starts kind of thumbing through. She's like, well, I do have a Decker available. He is a bit much. Is that okay?
How much are we talking?
What's this raid?
He owes me a favor. I can cover this one.
Are we gonna owe you for covering for the favor?
Well, I'm getting paid very well for this job, so...
This makes one of us. I'm not actually saying that.
I mean, did you negotiate a higher rate?
And no, we did not.
See, that was your first mistake.
Yeah, exactly. Then the next thing would be, like, I know you also run a legitimate business out of here, and that thing is a place for business people to relax. How willing are you to mix your two professions?
I would prefer not,
That's fair.
because if something goes wrong and you begin shooting up the place, that ties back to me.
Yeah, that is. I assume as much. I was just gonna ask because like it would be an easier way in to like just have you basically send one of us in as
It
a
never hurts to ask. The worst thing I
Yeah.
can tell you is no.
exactly. Other than that,
I'll pull out the suspicious envelope, which Gug uncomfortably put carefully back inside his jacket earlier when no one fucking said anything. He gave us this as a last resort, an insurance plan, he said.
If I had
Smells
to
a
hazard
little-
a guess, it's likely some kind of sedative.
I was gonna say, smells a little fishy to me. Do I need to be worried about what I'm putting in my pockets? Okay.
No, it's likely a sedative in case you need to,
Get her out quick.
yeah.
Shrug, put it back in a little bit more comfortably now. He probably knows exactly what the fuck it is.
probably Narcojet or something comparable.
Well then, let's get on with this, shouldn't we? We only got 3 days for the easy part.
I will call up the Decker, and then I will let you, make the decision as to whether you wish to utilize his services or not.
Dips on riding with the troll.
Oh, Zog.
What, you don't want to ride with either of the elves?
No.
I feel like Scrape would fit a bit better in the sports car. Anyway,
So,
Racial
Clara
team.
gives a call on the comm link after leaving the room. After about 15 to 20 minutes, you hear the office door being unceremoniously kicked open as you hear, "Oi, fuckers! I heard something needed done," as you see this lovely dwarf gentleman.
Holy shit!
Yes!
His arms almost hit
love
the
it.
ground!
I love it.
Oh my god!
You see this lovely specimen chromed up. Yes, he does have the shotgun.
Raised?
No, not yet.
Okay, good.
And Clara's like, "This is the team who would like to utilize your services." And the guy kind of looks up to you. He's like, Dandelion. Looks at Gug. "You're okay." Looks at Raven and is like, "You're hot. All right, I'm in."
Oh no. Oh no, love interest.
Remind that Raven,
She's into
as
dwarves.
established in the session 0, kind of has a thing for dwarves.
Ah.
Oh no.
Anyway,
Oh,
name's
no.
Khan. I'm gonna tell you how this is gonna go. I do tech support. I also have a shotgun. Anyone comes near the vehicle, I'm blowing their brains out. Got it?
So long as the shotgun is the last resort, I have no problems with this.
Yeah, it's only if they come near the vehicle. The
Not
last
what
thing
I'm
I
used
want
to.
is, someone coming in and dragging me off while I'm off in the Matrix.
I feel for him the last resort is also the first one.
See? This one knows what's up.
I've dealt with similar folk in the past, yes.
Well, good. Glad to hear it.
Hopefully
So-
it never gets to that point.
So
if
where are we
things work
going?
out properly.
We are going to. I'm gonna basically just like send him the details about it through his comlink or deck or whatever the fuck he wants to use.
Hope you're on a
Alright.
vacation.
Basically the same thing that the sent us.
I'll be on site when you need me. I'll loop in comms and we'll go there. and you just let me know if you need someone to bust in and save your ass. I'll fucking do it.
Yeah, considering he has cyber arms, he's probably better at shooting than all of us.
Probably has cyber legs, too.
Says you.
Look at that man. He's got a jacket, he's got sweatpants, and freaking green hair. What else can go wrong?
He's rocking them Aries pants.
Thank God I could still have my snap blades.
Alright, real quick general planning. How do we want to approach this? One big group getting in quiet? Do we want to go in as the separate groups? Because we do have one face per.
Like, I would suggest the first, like, scouting out the general area, and then maybe trying to see if we can, like, get in, maybe, like a lot of resorts have, like, open, like, restaurants or bars that you can actually get into without going into the hotel itself, but we never know.
We'll see when
So,
we get there.
concept popped in my head. One way that we could get some of us in would be if potentially we could get one of the guards to get a false message from Khan the Dwarf Decker about, you know, hey, there's an issue with one of the people, blah 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 blah. We have a doctor coming in with his group. You
His
know,
posse.
Yeah,
I mean,
while you guys do that, I have a pretty decent sneaking roll. I'm assuming, being kind of the sneaky type, Scrape also would.
I do indeed.
okay.
So while you guys are kind of being the upfront distraction, we can kind of sneak in and see what we
Get
can
through.
do.
I would like you to know that I'm also not shit at sneaking.
You're fucking 6'5".
I feel like even if you're sneaky, you're still going to be a lot noticeable than us fucking dandelions.
Let's see what the area is like. If there's, like, you know, a couple of spots where you can sneak in, that would be great. If it's a bunch of automated defenses in a line around it, that might not be a good option, but I don't know what we're dealing with, so.
I'm just gonna, I'm gonna ask, like, the secretary if they have, like, showers anywhere, because,
Christ.
Raven came here straight from the fucking, like, straight from somebody
He has
else's
to wash
bed.
the night
I
before.
hope it wasn't a wild night.
I'm also gonna have to switch into my actual, like, suit, because...
Okay, I take it back. Gug was not, like, mildly uncomfortable. He was actively uncomfortable.
Yeah, Illyria is just like, yeah, headed to the back of the office, first and second doors on the left.
Thank you, darling. And then she's just gonna walk
She
off with
gives
her
a
double
small
bag.
bow.
Gotcha.
She sort of looks to the rest of the group as Raven walks away, and she's like, "You'd be surprised how often I have to answer that question."
Oh my god.
I'm in this line of work, nothing really surprises me anymore.
Gug's just gonna
Same.
fucking shake his head.
It's on the milder end of questions.
Raven's not gonna, like, shower lunch. She's gonna, like, quickly shower, switch, like, swap from her, like, going out clothes into her actual, like, suit called again? Auctioneer business suit, and then come back out.
Okay.
So, I believe at this point it is time to go for a nice casual drive.
Gug needs a
Kind of looking
vacation.
over at, Scrape.
I do feel like it is indeed time for a nice, relaxing drive to a nice resort.
Of no consequence to your future actions.
Indeed.
Okay.
I guess let's go scout. Let's just stay in contact. But other than that, we can just, like, looking for a way in, and then I don't think we're gonna extract her today. Today is just gonna be legwork, but
Yes.
you never know. Maybe an opportunity presents itself, so we should always be at the ready.
Indeed.
I feel like we will take a drive around the area, see any possible escape routes, anything that could possibly be complicating things, and then we
can formulate a plan from there.
Let's get going then. Drive on over.
your chameleon, is that like a bike or like a truck?
It's a sedan.
Okay. So we have the two big guys in a sedan,
It's a tuner.
Then-
Yeah.
the two elves in a sports car.
Nice.
Very modular. It's a rigger car essentially.
I mean,
Nice.
after this job, I can barely afford a low lifestyle if we succeed. Shit.
It was your
Christ.
first job, and I did write it as low to medium pay.
Yeah, that's fair.
You gotta
I
work
mean,
it
like-
somehow.
Yeah, fucking Raven just wants off the street. I mean, she doesn't live on the street. She's squatting in a building, but like, she's trying not to be there as much as humanly possible. As much as meta humanly possible.
Yes.
Jesus.
Arm.
So-
Please, you're still better off than Relish.
The
I mean,
gators.
like, isn't he also a squatter that, but like,
Yes,
bought like
but
100?
also he lives with the Gators.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about gators out here.
Doesn't he also
That
have
we
like?
know of.
Didn't he also buy like 100 months of fucking rent in advance or some bullshit?
Almost.
Yeah, I think he owns that shack. Like, he actually owns that shack.
I mean, who's gonna tell him no? It's the fucking shack in the middle of the marsh. I don't think Horizon's interested in owning it.
I mean, who's gonna buy it off him anyway? Like the fucking
Yeah.
gators? Like,
Exactly.
Yes.
The gators.
The Gator just comes knocking on your door. Knock knock. This is mine now. What's your offer?
Oh,
Nice.
like,
Why isn't
excuse you,
Steve
like,
entering
made me
your
buy a
fucking
car
line?
instead of owning a shack. Okay.
Cool.
Oh wait, wrong emote, not suicide. I meant thumbs up.
Where are you gonna park it? With the gators?
I mean, Krar also lives in a shack.
Alright.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! In my head, I just have the mental image of a gator driving a car away.
Yo, can you parallel park a gator?
Yeah. It'd be fairly easy considering they have sideways movement.
Holy shit. Gators are more advanced than cars.
can gators walk sideways? I don't actually know.
I don't think they
I'm
would,
pretty
but
sure
they can. Yeah,
Not
their
easily,
joints
but-
move like that.
They have legs.
They are indeed a lot more
Yeah,
mobile than
totally.
a car.
Let's get back on topic. We're gonna go
Yep.
scouting.
I'm gonna drive over. Gug's gonna crank the air purifier and scent thing in his car because, oh my god.
He doesn't want to smell sex in his car.
He does not.
Damn.
Listen,
Also fair.
Gug is very upset about Gug's current employment status, okay?
Unemployed?
Yes.
Very upset about his employment, which is Shadowrunner.
He went from mid-level Dockwagon to low Shadowrun. Alright, so kind of, drive over to the general area, maybe try to stay on some streets around the edge, see what we can see, and then if we need to, park somewhere a little bit closer to check out that specific point, right?
Yeah.
What's...
You can see that the compound is kind of fenced off primarily, so like high kind of, I wouldn't say a high like concrete fencing with some barbed wire.
Okay.
Inconspicuously though. Conspicuous. Like small. Nothing too uninviting. It is on the coastline. So you do have like kind of the waterway in. You do see that there are like a couple of buildings, and I'm just going to give you kind of the floor plan you're going to be working off of roughly.
Okay.
So you can kind of take some time to peer around, and if you ask Khan, he'll give it to you.
I'm
Yeah,
also
that would have been a good
I'm
idea.
also gonna ask Can if he would be able to spoof Sin, like to basically just make my Sin look better than it actually is.
No.
Shit.
I can give you like enough of a window to get past the sensor, but like, nope, I'll fuck with sins.
Fair.
That's fair.
Those things are secure for a reason.
Might want to pull the route of him somehow getting a message to the dude that some people need to get in quick then, and
Yeah, so this is the entrance. Y'all can see, right? Did I put y'all
Yeah.
on the map?
yes.
This is the entrance. These are the sensors. This leads off into a little garden area. You've got kind of a bar restaurant set up here, and then you've got multiple buildings. There's a pavilion here, but you've got multiple buildings that kind of house their own little small, are where people are housed and have like their amenities. Each of these buildings appear to have a downstairs area as well. So
like,
they're somewhere in here.
does like every person have like their own little bungalow or whatever the fuck you want to call it, or is it like several people are housed in the same building?
Several people are housed in the same building.
Okay.
A lot of the people are in like recovery pods.
So kind of essentially like a pod hotel, kind of.
Yeah, it's like a
but
pod hotel resort.
Pod hotels are probably with Matrix access, so you don't just lie in a fucking pod being bored as shit.
Ah, yeah. A dystopian capsule hotel. Got it.
Yeah, basically.
That's
More or
probably
less.
it.
Pods.
I'm gonna present that idea to cons. Like, hey, what are the chances of you being able to get some false messages through to some people along our way, so that we could get through the guard easy, get inside easy, person's ready for us, get them out easy.
Yeah, give me some time. I'd probably make it happen.
Does it look like the restaurant/bar area is publicly available? Like, is it open to the public, or do you have
my
to
God.
be a member of the restaurant?
You have to be
get
in there to get
Okay.
in. It's
You're
part
not
of
having a
the
drink.
closed.
I
Why not?
like Sky. The person we're trying to extract is gonna have to come to the fucking bar or like restaurant area at some point. If we would wait there,
Unless you want to
actually
just throw them over the fence.
I mean,
don't recommend it.
Just so I can kind of orient this better in my head, which way is north?
North is up, so it's
Okay.
coming in from the west, heading east. I'm just gonna keep it very simple.
okay.
the usual column
It's a pretty small place, got it.
of north, south, left, and right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Never eat shredded wheat.
Never eat sour wombats.
Why would you sour wombats?
No one enjoys Soviet womble.
Also,
Alright.
like,
That makes
Miku,
more
you're saying
sense.
just buy a new SIM with the advanced pay. Do you have any idea? Like, we are getting 900 fucking Nuyen paid in advance. Do you have any idea how much a fucking SIM costs?
A
Like
lot.
a good one.
Alright. So, alright, let's break this down. How are we getting in?
I'd assume like there's walls around this.
Yeah, there's fencing around that,
Okay.
yes. So you really have a couple of options. You can try to sneak in and jump the fence, but again, there is some barbed wire, so you either have to jump a little higher or cut it in some way, shape, or form. You can try an approach from the beach as well, or going in through the entrance. So you have a couple of options.
Khan, I'm just gonna call him Khan. Would you be able to create a new like appointment on somebody's calendar of like the hotel staff, like the medium to higher ups?
I can try. I don't see why not. I just need to poke in their systems for a bit. Just give me a couple hours and I'll let you know.
Yeah, that's cool. Because my character isn't Oni, so like they are technically native to mostly Japan. She also speaks Japanese. She could just pretend to be like to perform like a
foreign
fucking single,
dignitary or something.
yeah, like not foreign dignitary, just be like from a single or double A company that's trying to expand into the US, or like as recently expanded here and is looking for resorts that are not like, so they don't have to like ship their fucking personnel back to Japan for recovery every time.
Yeah. So it depends on which way you want to do it, because you've presented a couple of options with Khan's support. Are you wanting to go in? Do you want like an appointment set up, or do you want to go in as like, oh, I'm here to help someone with Gug? Like, what's the approach? Because Khan needs to know what to do. What idea does the group want to go with?
I kind of feel like having the two-pronged approach would be best, because that way, if one team messes up, it becomes the distraction to help the others.
True.
Okay.
Point, yeah.
So we have one team that's more sneaky, going in manually, and the other group's trying to spoof their way in.
So yeah, so Nitro and Ishjan are just gonna like jump the fence or like approach from the beach, and me and Gug are just gonna. Like, we can just pretend to be like, yeah, my character is just like the dignitary. Gug is the bodyguard or something. I mean, he's a troll. It's like, yeah.
I propose in gymnastics.
I'm the troll.
I mean, I have the athletic skill group, so and naturally high agility, so
Yeah, same.
Actually,
well, I don't have the athletics group, but yeah.
So Oni metatype not common here. In terms of public, public knowledge, would the staff that like the guards, etc., would they immediately know? Basically, would we be able to? Do you think pretty relatively easily pull off the idea that Oni has special medical needs, so doctor with her type thing?
I mean,
because Oni not
again,
really well known.
Oni are not a common thing in this area, so you could probably make that assumption.
Okay, got it.
I think that's a fair approach, if that's the way.
Like, oh yeah, my special skin condition. It's like, yeah.
My skin condition of being an Oni.
Of being white.
Yeah.
I didn't find a better image, but technically his skin is like red, like reddish white. Yeah.
Okay.
It's so pink.
Oh.
Yes, ish a lot like a very like a. I mean, it's actually like straight up more like red. Like it's on.
So
like
kind of like a salmon
like,
color.
Like it's almost like tiefling red.
Oh.
I couldn't find a better image of it, but like yeah, only coming like in Shadowrun and only come two colors, blue and red. There's no in between.
You didn't choose the better one. It's really red. That would be.
I personally think the purple hair goes better with the red skin.
There's a couple of ways for us to get in armed that we've gone over. Bastian and Nitro, what are y'all's thoughts on how you're gonna get in?
All right. The first immediate question is: are there any cameras on the outside perimeter of the fence, or is it literally just a fence and barbed wire?
There are a couple of cameras around the perimeter. It's not something they have on every corner. If you took the time to scout it out, you could probably find the gaps in the coverage areas, or you could just try to wing it and sneak.
We're doing like the primary case, and I feel like during the drive we would kind of try to find where the spots are.
Yeah, if we are intending to sneak in, I feel like we would have looked for those weak spots.
And I feel like the beachside ones would probably have a few more gaps, I'd assume.
Yeah. You are correct.
The only issue there is going through the beach. Sand leaves footprints.
It gets everywhere too.
Not if you have passed without trace. Which I do, by the way, it's part of my mental spirit. But aside from that, no. What was I gonna say? Like I also assume like the beach area is gonna have like a lot of guests around most of the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's also probably hard to infiltrate.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna ask Khan if like he has like I forgot what the fuck those things are called. Like they're those weird things that you can jack into places to get like directly access to it.
Data tap.
Yeah, data. Like if he has any data taps for us to jack into places, like if it would help him to like control the cameras and shit if we put a data tap into like one of their systems.
Yeah, it never hurts. Gives y'all each a couple of them. It's like they're freaking cheap, so like who cares?
Pretty much.
Nice.
Alright, some time has passed. You've kind of done your share of scoping things out. Another tick on the progress clock. Khan comes back to y'all over the comms and is like, alright, Miss Aika has an appointment. at a better you. So, knock him dead. Not literally. Or literally, I'm fine either way.
We
I
are hoping it doesn't get to it being literal.
only
For
start
now.
only start with a high strength score. I do not have that because I had to dump one. I had to dump some stats.
Oh, you stick.
Meanwhile, you can
No.
just see the dwarf Decker has like a ton of combat drugs on hand for when or if things go wrong.
Jesus.
I like the priority that you put on that. When or if.
Like there's like
real.
there's like a small thing where it's just like some mild stimulant. Then there's like shit kinda has hit the fan, which is jazz, and then shit really hit the fan, which is kamikaze.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, in that case, like when like I assume like do we want to go in now or do we want to like do a like when has he set the appointment for?
He set the appointment for like your check-in is tomorrow.
Okay, the check-in is tomorrow. Okay.
Since by now, since you came in relatively early in the morning and you've spent the day kind of scoping it out, it's probably like 4 or 5 p.m. right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alrighty.
Do I want to do anything else?
I think we're probably fine.
I
So
think we
you
have a
all-
solid plan, yeah.
And then
Yeah.
spending probably a day like looking the area up. Is there any like places we could easily just have a vehicle stashed and any like higher security that could possibly get called in?
They did mention Knight Errant.
Yeah, Knight Errant does patrol the area regularly, frequently. But yeah, if you want to take the time to like scope out an area, yeah, you can find a place relatively nearby, kind of a small, like nondescript, like parking garage that you can just kind of slip in. It's one of those like it's like a no-tell parking garage.
Yeah.
I did.
You go up to the human, you know, attendant, and is like, "Hey, I'll slip you like 10 new yen, and you never saw anything." And he's like, "Yeah, I never saw anything."
Yeah, that's a free lunch.
That is a free lunch.
Exactly. And if you're a parking attendant, you'll take anything you can get.
Take that shit.
Exactly.
That is a free soy burger, TM, presented to you by Stuffer Shack.
Bro.
Damn it.
Or we give ourselves our own ads.
You can, well, no, see, you don't understand. He can take the opportunity to buy himself a nice Blue Dragon coffee.
For fuck's sake.
It's practically mythical.
100% organic. Holy shit, that is mythical.
Damn.
Your own.
You just have to look for the asterisks where it's like, not actually organic.
Not actually, yeah.
Told you I
Fair
was ready.
trade. Shit, own.
Yeah, the soy used to make it is organic.
Eh.
Yeah.
Or, you know, he can buy himself a case of Night Shark.
Why? Oh my god, can I have this on stream?
I mean, there's no actual titty showing.
Hey, that's cyber titty. Excuse you?
Let's be real, you showed worse on stream.
Yeah, we have. Oh, wait, no, it's fine. Wait, I got this. This will only show up in the VOD, but that's fine. I can post a screen cap of it.
Asumika.
Yeah, it's.
Or-
There we go.
Yeah, I want to say we
Ads.
we have a pretty good handle on this.
Yeah, I think we can go now. I think we're
Yeah.
good.
However you wanna do it.
We've sat here quietly for a while, actually.
Oh, you mean you've been scoping it out? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm very much the type of DM with Shadowrun where I do I don't like to poke and prod. I like to give you a problem and let you come up with the solution.
Fair. Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, legwork is the most important part of the run. If you fuck up the legwork, the rest of the run is also gonna be fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am curious, Khan, do you happen to know if any of the locations of the cameras on the inside? Because I feel like they're not just going to guard the outside. They're definitely going to be a couple of cameras on the inside, if you can find that out.
Yep, on it.
Nice.
I'll have that for you, but I should actually have like a camera token and I can just plop them on the... Yeah, let's go.
Nice.
Yes, you are correct. They do have cameras.
Okay. Well, are you sneaky guys okay with the places that you have to get in?
I think we're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if there was anything else that would be useful, but yeah.
You can tell that someone on the security team wasn't thinking because they've got two cameras pointed at each other.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Well, I haven't taken the night check out
You
of.
would think.
Is that just permanently in here? It is. I can just have this open every stream now. Excellent. Perfect.
Yeah,
Nice.
I let people look at the ads as they please.
Oro's
Alright.
getting paid for
This stream sponsored by NordVPN.
Alright.
Hashtag ad.
Shall we fast forwards to the time?
Fast forward to tomorrow. So do we have the which team wants to go first and start their scene?
I mean, like, if the thing is, like, we're not gonna
Yeah, I
be
am.
like
Okay.
not gonna be super conspicuous on the camera because like we are to be expected in there. Like, if we can put in a data tab, that's gonna make it a lot easier for him to loop the camera so you guys can get in easier.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion. Like, if you
No,
guys want to go
not
first,
streaming.
that's fine by me.
Yeah, I feel like you guys kind of putting in the jammer would make our job easier as well.
Indeed.
All right.
Right. It's easy. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, right.
Shall we?
Raven is gonna like put her hair up in like a more business like hairstyle, and yeah, she's of course gonna wear her fucking business suit.
So you're the client. I'm the specialist.
We are working for I don't fucking know what's the
That's a
Japanese
weird
single
name.
A or double A. Like what's fucking I mean I assume we're not working for triple A because that would be fucking stupid. I assume like you know what fucking let's call it Yamazaki Services or whatever the fuck. Yeah, we're just gonna like I'm just gonna walk up to like I assume there's gonna be like a it is a decently high like it's like there's a what the fuck do you call those guys? Like not the bellboys. That's like the old name. Like what the fuck is the is it called? Concierge. Yeah, that's fucking French. And I'm gonna walk up to the concierge and I'm like, yeah, hello, my name is.
Give me a moment. Sorry, I'm trying to get the ambience set up. One
Yes.
moment.
Please wait. The scene is loading.
Please wait. Music is loading.
This Shadowrun is brought to you by.
Soy calf.
There you go.
Oh! Doug will have a Hawaiian shirt?
No, you will not.
No, I will not. He will bring one, though.
I just assume like he's like wearing a Hawaiian shirt, but with the exact same facial expression.
Fucking A.
Obviously. Has the lay on him as well.
You know,
Alright, so but yeah, you go up to the kind of check-in area with the concierge.
Hello.
The male human at the desk greets you. He's like, hello. Do you have an appointment?
yes, we do. We are here as representatives of Yamazaki Services.
All right. Could I have your name?
I assume you put in the name of my sin, right? So it's
No. Well, he gave you a name.
I assume that was the name of the person he put it in the calendar for.
Sure.
Whatever.
Whatever works.
Yeah, I'm just gonna there's Stang.
And is this gentleman with you as well?
Yes,
Odd.
he is my bodyguard as well as a doctor because due to a medical condition, I'm sure you understand. I have
No.
to have one with me at all times.
Lift one of the medical
Silver
kits that
is
I'm
like-
carrying.
Okay. Yep, that is fine. I just needed to make sure because he's not listed, but that's no problem. I just need to get a little bit of information here. Give me one moment. Just sort of like types away on a little on the little AR display. And it's like, all right, just need you real quick. We just need to do a quick scan to make sure, because company policy, there are no firearms allowed on the premises. Just give us a quick moment to do a scan, and you can just head through the sensors and enjoy. We'll have Larry guide you to your relaxation pod.
Yeah, just wait, relaxation pod. I thought we were whatever.
Bruh.
You get a
yeah.
relaxation pod here. You're checked in.
Okay, yeah,
do
that's fair. Yeah, look, I'm just gonna mention it beforehand. I did not bring my income smart gun. I left it in the van.
I didn't bring my gun. I just have a med kit, my rapid infuser, and some drags stat
Yep,
scan.
they just do a little throw out the scanned wand over you, and they're like, all right, and just proceed through the sensors and enjoy your stay. So they
Yeah,
give you
I'm-
a small bow, and you hear Khan over the comm link like, give it a second, give it a second. Okay, now you're good. Go, 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 go.
Just gonna walk through normally.
You go through the red.
Out through the. Oh, okay, in that direction. Okay.
Yeah, the red is the sensors. This part, like here, and I'm sorry I had to do this map pretty much by freehand, but this is like kind of the front desk area, employee access.
Oh,
That way,
okay,
you know,
so,
they
like,
can that way they can serve and go to like the bar and the restaurant, and you know they can
Oh, yeah,
double
like,
time it.
I assumed that like basically. What the fuck? There we go. This way would be like the way into the restaurant, and this way would be like more into like the courtyard or.
Yeah, well, this is the way into the courtyard, and then this leads in. This is the entrance into the
Okay.
restaurant proper.
Yeah, I assume you could go either like this way or this way. Okay.
And then after you proceed through the sensors, another human, presumably this Larry, looks like just another concierge.
Another corporate
it's
drone.
Yep. It's like, if you could just follow me, I will show you to your relaxation pod, and takes you over to building 2, which is here. Guides you into building 2, where you do see there's the first floor has like a few pods kind of lined up against the back wall, kind of a downstairs area where they've got more of them, and a lot of just kind of, you know, basic amenities. And you can see these pods are essentially just like indents in the wall with like some bedding and like shutters to kind of close yourself in. But you do see there are like amenities. People are bringing drinks. There's like a pool table. You know, you get the vibes. Just listen to the music. You get the vibe.
Hawaiian vibes.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna keep an I'm just gonna keep an eye out just in case if we run across the target, but I don't expect it. But like I'm just gonna keep an eye out for her. Like if I see her in one of the pods or something like that.
Same. Though not like Gug can particularly see anything.
Yeah, it leads you to one of the first floor pods, kind of in the back of the room, and it's like, here is your relaxation pod for when you wish to have some time away. On the inside, there is a button if you need to contact a concierge. Otherwise, you do have free reign of the pool, restaurant, and other entertainment areas. Just do know that the restaurant is open until until midnight, and the pool closes at 10 p.m.
Okay. Out of curiosity, there's two questions I want to ask. Is there like any cameras like directly pointing at the pods?
No.
Is there like any kind of like data port inside the pod? Because I assume you can like plug in there with like a
Yes,
data jack.
there is entirely a data port that you can jack into on the pods, because they want to make sure people can access the Matrix. What if you just want to hang out in your pod and play video games?
Yeah, that's fair. I'm just gonna.
You want to make sure that you play. Hold on. Damn it, I don't have the picture for this, but you know what? I got this. I'm ready. Damn it, did I not? Oh, I have it saved on my phone. Okay, so this is gonna be an ad through Discord. Give me a moment.
God damn, they're getting creative with this ad.
Multimedia ad campaign.
All platforms. Cyberpunk Fortnite. What the fuck?
Cyber Night.
Excuse you, it's called Urban Combat?
It's called Fortnite.
How else are you going to play critically acclaimed MMO Final Fantasy
27? Holy shit. Jesus.
God.
That's a cool sword though.
Damn. So this is what Yoshi looks like in the future. Got it.
Oh my god! Man's gotten some augments, I see.
Now clearly when the Awakening happened, he turned into an elf and basically became immortal.
You know what I hate the most? That's a realistic number for Final Fantasy to be up to in 2060, whatever.
No, to actually, I'm pretty sure it would actually be way higher considering like Shadowrun placed in like 2085.
Well, we're in 2077,
Yes,
I
but
think.
keep in mind we have a massive gap between 15 and 16.
Oh, actually,
Yeah.
I think we're actually up to like 2092 because I think like the Shadowrun, I think the Shadowrun lore started in like 2050
50s.
2050 in the
6th edition is placed in the late 2080s, late 2070s, early 2080s. 5th edition is early 2070s, late 2070s. I place mine in 2077 just because that's where I like things, and I'm not brushed up on 6e lore.
Basically pre all the fucking Dragon Civil War bullshit.
Yeah.
Did the I don't know, like just because I wanted to know, like did the Aslan one, like the Aslan, the fucking one Amazonia, did that happen?
I think so. I think it's within the timeline, but I'll brush up on the time period to give you all the things when I'm not throwing ads at you.
Yeah, that's fair. Like I was just curious because depending on some circumstances, like the power balance in the world shifts a bit. I'm just gonna thank the concierge and basically just usher him off. And
Of
then
course,
I guess I'm just
please let us know if you need anything else. He gives a polite bow and walks away.
gonna
And you briefly hear him talk with another concierge and is like, "That woman had horns, what the heck?"
Racism!
No, they're like, "Is that okay? Am I allowed to be into that?"
Oh, it's happening again!
As somebody who is into that, yes.
Not again!
God damn it, Arm.
Oh no.
So you have
Shadowrun, you can play Shadowrun online.
My mic has been peaking, sorry.
Damn.
know.
Should be better.
I'm just gonna quickly like basically just look, like try to like make it like in case I am watched. I'm gonna try to make it like I'm looking, like I'm trying to like test out like how soft the inside is, like how soft the padding is. And while I do that, I'm just gonna slide one of the data tabs into the data pod that's inside the pod.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check. Or it'd be palming.
Yeah.
Palming in Shadowrun.
Actually, I apparently have one extra point in palming. I don't know what the fuck that's related to though. Oh yeah, because I have nimble fingers apparently, which is that a quality? Do I have it from my edit powers or something? Oh yeah, I have it from my I have nimble fingers from my okay, yeah, that's. I was just curious, like, what the fuck is like? I was just wondering if it was like conditional or something. I forgot about it. Palming. There we go. That's a lot of ones.
Damn, that's a lot of ones.
That is indeed a large amount of ones.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ask. I'm gonna ask like once I plug it in and wait a bit. I'm gonna ask Ken if like the connection is good.
Yep. Got it.
Can you try and figure? I'm gonna try and figure out where the like if the target is in the same building as us, or if she's in one of the other buildings.
Give me a moment.
I have an idea for how to proceed when we do find her as well.
A few minutes pass. He's like, so, we have a bit of a problem. They don't have everybody listed by name in the registry. They do it by serial. They do it by a serial number. I guess it's like an anonymity thing.
That's fair.
So unfortunately, this might be a game of guess.
Great.
I don't know what the rhyme or reason is behind this code unless you got somebody who's decent with ciphers. Because I guarantee you there's rhyme or reason to it, otherwise they wouldn't have a way of generating it. But the only thing I can figure out is it's maybe divided by metatype? It's like the only thing, because like your code is like 09 and you're the only 09 serial number.
I'm just
Like
gonna
you're the only one starting with 09.
Are any of the pods near me occupied?
No.
Okay.
Dystopian GDPR.
Like, I assume like not all of the pods are the same size, so we could probably like through like if there's like any pods that are like sized for like trolls or pods that are sized for dwarves, we can probably at least rule those two out.
Yeah, which
So,
actually you've figured out, you've probably ruled out this building since this seems to be the one with the most variance. Because you do see, even just looking over the pods, a lot of these are sized very differently. Like, of course, you have the one sized for you, but they do seem to
Got
have
the
a lot of the
exotic
larger
room.
pods, and then the small one, yeah, you got the exotic room.
Yeah. Okay. Like, is this like the only pod room in the building, or are there like multiple pod rooms?
Well, there are multiple. Remember, there's a downstairs area that has more.
Okay. Like how many like okay. Basically, what I'm gonna ask is like building 1 and 2 pod building, and the rest is like normal hotel rooms, or is it all pod buildings?
1, 2, and building like 3 here. It's all mostly like pods. There are like probably a few of like kind of the nicer areas, but that would be kind of up in here. But like most of these are gonna be pods just as a means of like space, you know, conserving space.
Space efficiency. Okay.
I hope you like my map.
Yeah, no, that's fair. In that case, I'm just gonna tell Judas, and I forgot what the fuck is the character's name again.
Scrape.
Great.
You see a human
yeah,
janitor
right.
who looks like he is just having a day, walk out of this part of the building and head on into room 1 with a mop and bucket.
Oh,
Is it
my God. I
like
don't know.
Raven knows pipe check? Is it pipe check?
No.
It's not Pipe Jack.
Okay.
Bro, if we see
The
Pipe
human.
Jack at every job, I'm scared.
He gets fence around.
No, like at the end it turns out that just like what we know as Pipejack is just a fucking drone controlled by like a decker, and he has like fucking 200 of them, and they just work in like all kinds of places all over the city.
They are a legion.
That's accurately shown. Money. That's a bad idea.
I'm just gonna like okay, he's not having a good day. I mean,
Quick concept.
Hmm?
What if we handle finding and getting her to a spot that is then designated by Jaundice and Scrape, because I'm calling you that now, then they handle getting her out.
So team one is get person to location. Team 2 is extraction.
Yes.
Works for me.
So that would give you a little bit more gameplay than just being there in case something goes wrong, eh?
I mean, we have access to the subnet now. Like they could just we could just loot I mean, I don't know how good Can is, like, if he can just, like, edit them out of the camera footage in real time, or if he has to actually just loop the cameras, because that would be, like, a lot more suspicious.
Yeah.
But, he can just loop, specific cameras, like, the ones that you just walk by, like, you can just loop those. Like, if you want to go in here and also look for the target, that's fine, because, if you wander around too much, like, I can explain it away by just being like, yeah, we are representatives of our company. We are like checking out all the amenities to be like, yeah, we can send more of our people here, or nay, we cannot send them. Like, I can explain a lot of ways that way, but I can't explain
I'm just
everything
gonna
away.
drop this in no mic.
Because
Because relevant.
I don't want to.
Disgustingly easy.
I still don't want to end up sitting here for 30 minutes while we do our things without letting them do
Yeah.
anything. So
Yeah,
I
fair.
think that's also why.
I'm not even doing anything. Like, guys. So. Plus, if we do that, then we get a free vacation here for however long the appointment is. I'm down. Doug fucking needs this shit.
You need that shit? Dude, like, fucking Raven has been living on this street for like a month.
Listen, don't be a Shadowrunner. Easy.
Oh yeah, how did that work out for you?
Shut the fuck up.
Ma,
Yo,
the metatypes are bickering again.
Your horns are small and not curved.
Even though they're right next to each other, we're just hearing them bicker like this.
Do we fucking, like, argue about whose horns are better? Oh my god. Anyways, moving on. We're still not that good, is he?
Are you really having a horn-sized fight with a woman?
Apparently. Hey, no, fucking tell Arm that. Not me.
To be fair, is there sexual dimorphism in the size of horns in Oni?
Let's not. Let's not. Anyways, so what are you two's thoughts on how you want to work into this? Do you want to, I'm forgetting the word, like, tag in now, get to a position, and then go back and forth like that, or what do you want to do?
At least how
Okay,
I
I'm
saw
back.
it,
What
it
did I
would
miss?
be like,
I'm
when
just
you
being
guys
pointy.
find where she is when we would kind of
Yeah, like
start
you said in the
digging
message.
in to get her out.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
But we could definitely also do the plan of you get her somewhere, and then
like
we just go in and get out.
the thing is, like, I would suggest that, like, you guys look for like a good spot to extract, like, to get the body out of the compound without going through like either security or like a fucking like without cutting through the fence, because I assume that there's an alarm on the fence.
The body?
And I mean, like, okay, like, is any one of us strong enough to actually yeet her over the fence?
I don't think we want to do that.
Yeah, I don't think we do either, but
But Gage is pretty strong on an unrelated note.
Gug could probably do it.
He's strength 6. Not
Well,
super
okay,
high, but
we eat her over the wall, but then what? Someone needs to catch her.
yes.
And considering
that's what
A,
legs are for.
the weight of a metahuman, and B,
She's
us
human.
still having to catch her and break her fall.
Yeah.
And
Let's
C,
find.
God
just
giving
do
her
the
a lot of kinetic energy.
You just do the thing where you just slide like a blow-up mattress on the other side of the fence.
Hold
Whoa!
on, let me go to future Walmart and buy
Stuffer
a
Shack.
fucking
Yeah, Stuffer Shack.
inflatable bag.
They
Yeah, I
have
don't-
those.
Like that's basically what Stuffer Shack is. Stuffer Shack is like a mix between like fucking McDonald's and a Walmart.
McMart.
Alright. Judas to Stuffer Shack? No.
Wall Donald.
I do know there is a place in Hong Kong called Kong Walmart.
Like, clearly, what you do is you just because that thing is actually a price in Shadowrun. You just buy an 8-gallon drum of lubricant. Just
my You missed us having a horn comparison earlier, Oro.
we were discussing is sex is what was it again?
Sexual dimorphism.
Yeah, sexual dimorphism in the horn size of Onis.
I'm sorry, Oro. I didn't do it this time.
This time.
You started with a fucking horn comparison. I didn't start
Yeah, but it was a joke. It wasn't a sexual joke.
No,
Yeah.
hold on. To be fair to Arm, I was the one who brought into sexual dimorphism.
Yep.
Alright, Sistine's fault.
I'll take the blame.
Anyways.
So,
Yeah,
knowing where the like gaps in visual security are on the fence, we would kind of post up probably at the rightmost area.
Yeah, rightmost has the least amount of coverage.
I believe the easiest thing would be get her somewhere in the courtyard, close as most right as possible. Maybe like north right.
Throw her in the janitor's closet.
Nah, I mean, like, that wouldn't work with our backstory. I would just suggest to Gug that we just walk around the place, see if we can spot the target or not.
Yeah, we could take a stroll. And then if we see her, great. It would be ideal if we could run into her when she's relaxing outside, but I doubt you'd be relaxing other than at the beach or the bar, just in a random spot. So,
I mean, like, I assume there's like benches in here where you can like read or something. I don't know.
Yeah, they got benches, couches, things like that.
okay, well, hopefully she's on one of those at some point.
There's like a pavilion, you know, kind of up here. There's a hot tub here,
So,
Sure.
like kind of on a raised part to the pool. So it's literally like you could go from the bar to the hot tub and then jump in the pool.
Got it.
like the blue down here is like that's like the ocean, right? Like so the beach.
That's the
to
beach,
south.
yeah.
Okay.
I just used a rough representation because I couldn't find a resort floor plan I was happy with, so I made my own.
Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, like, I can really recommend, like, I forgot what the fuck it's called. A dungeon draft is actually like a really.
I
Like,
have
I mean,
Dungeon Draft.
yeah, that's cool. It is
Let's-
you just need a tile set for cyberpunk
Anyway.
stuff.
If he's not been already, I'm gonna ask Khan to see if he can keep an eye out for her as well on the cameras and send him the picture if he doesn't already have it.
Yep.
So
I'm just gonna make my way, or like take basically the long route to the bar, like basically just going like something like this, and just making it look like I'm just looking around, but I'm also just looking for the target. Should I roll perception or?
Roll perception and roll etiquette.
I'm gonna follow along, but I'm not really, I'm the guard. I don't fucking care what I'm doing. I'm just kind of following.
I think it was actually. I think it was like one of my lowest charisma rolls.
Well, I mean, again, it's mostly just to make sure you blend in and you're not looking too obvious. But yeah, you look around, you don't see the client, but you also aren't like really bringing like a ton of attention to yourself as you mingle. You know, you're just kind of looking around, getting the lay of the place, looking like a new person. As you kind of pass by the janitor from earlier, he just kind of stops what he's doing, puts like a wet floor sign, and just kind of is just kind of waiting for you to pass by so he can go back to what he was doing.
So yeah.
We know something.
Janet clearly knows something.
You do also hear a brief, hold on, give me a brief moment, don't do anything. And the comms cut off for a brief second. A few minutes pass. And you hear, sorry about that, someone got too close to the car.
Oh, no.
We didn't hear a shotgun in the distance, did we?
You did not.
Okay.
In fact, if you look on the trid call, you see there is now an unconscious human in the back of the Decker's van.
Damn, bro.
Looks like his skull was hit with the back of the shotgun.
Christ. Can we keep him?
I'm just gonna walk to the janitor that is standing around here and ask him like how he's being treated at the job here, like, because if you want to hear the excuse, if we're gonna be corporate, like if our corporation is gonna send people here, then we're gonna have to make sure that the place is secure against bribes, against like people basically walking in here doing what we are doing.
We wouldn't want any
he's
Shadowrunners in
I
here.
mean,
would we?
I'm a janitor. This isn't the worst place I could be, but, you know. He kind of looks you over and is like, you know how people can get, right, when they think they've got, you know, some power, but they really don't.
Yeah.
So they treat the help like it either doesn't exist, or that we're, like, less than people. Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. Luckily,
Doug's
I don't
gonna
have it as
chuckle
bad
a
as the
little.
concierges, but, you know.
Oh,
I am the one having to clean up when some middle manager drinks a little too much at the bar, or just dies in one of the bathrooms.
I am the one who cleans.
Dies
I
in
am,
one
in
of the
fact.
bathrooms.
That's an exaggeration. I mean, like, you know, curls up in a little ball because they're a panicking wreck. I mean, you know how it be. Half the people I see here are drug in here unconscious. I'm genuinely surprised when I saw y'all come in. You look healthy?
Do you like the other people the other people that you like? Is there like were there like any particularly bad cases recently, or?
Oh yeah, no, there was one case. Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to get my faces right. There was a brunette human woman. They took her to one of the pods in 3, and I have not seen her come out, and it's been a couple of days.
Corporate life, am I right?
Yep.
You like I'm just gonna slip him like 5 new yen as like a tip or whatever, and
Hell yeah.
just wander off.
Yep. I didn't see nothing, boss.
Good.
You have a good rest of your stay now. And the janitor goes off to start, you know, cleaning something else. He shoos the people out of the hot tub so he can clean it.
Get out of there! Get!
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell everybody like, yeah, like a person matching the description might be the pawn in like building 3. She hasn't come out yet, so she might just be unconscious in her fucking pod.
How many days did he say?
He said it's been about 2 days.
Okay, so that matches
2-3 days.
That should match whenever she got
timeline.
here. Yeah.
I guess let's just casually walk in that direction.
take a stroll through.
I'm curious, like, basically I'm gonna try, like, I'm gonna pretend to be confused and like, I wish, like, we wandered over in this direction, so we're like more like here, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pretend to like be a bit confused and try to walk into building 1.
Okay.
Just to see if we have access to that, or if it's like restricted to like the people that actually have a pot in there.
No, you have access.
Okay, then I'm just gonna look around and be like, oh, I'm just gonna shake my head and just walk back out again because it's like, oh yeah, no, wrong building.
Disapproval.
One of the concierges in building 1 comes up to you and is like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Did you need something, ma'am?"
No, I'm just wrong building. My pot is at building 2. I had a bit of a faint spell, so it's like.
No worries. No worries. I understand completely. Just please let us know if you need anything, and we do have medical staff on hand if needed.
Gug's gonna pull out his stat scan.
No, thank you. I don't think it's quite enough. I also have my. I'm just gonna pat Gug's arm. I have my own medical.
Of course.
But thank you for the service.
That's going in the book.
Give you a polite bow.
Yeah.
The grudgeon. That's a grudgeon.
That's going in the book.
And then I'm just gonna walk back out, and then I'm just gonna like. I suppose like it's gonna look suspicious if we like walk over here, talk to the giant, and then just walk to building 3.
Which one's 3?
3's the
Top right?
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we could just kind of do a lap around counterclockwise. Hey.
We can just go to the bar and then.
What is your bike is fucking huge. Jesus. Yeah. Take a look at the hot tub. Take a look at the bar. Resist your fucking urge to have a
Janitor
goddamn drink.
has now cleaned the hot tub to be
I do not have an addiction to
spotless.
alcohol. Okay.
Yet.
Technically, I even can't deal with some alcohol because.
Yeah.
Isn't it? No, it isn't. Like.
Oni's a lightweight.
No. Only's on a lightweight. I have 5 body. Okay.
Nice. All right. So, we've seen the hot tub. We've seen the bar.
Let's go back towards building 3.
Yeah.
Roll me another etiquette.
Character sheet.
Here
She's
comes the
6'5", really. Good.
Yep. Yeah, you look as naturally relaxed as you can. You look like you're just, enjoying life.
I mean, to be fair, this is way better than my place. She is probably enjoying this. She's just gonna casually walk over to building 3 and just enter.
Doug's gonna forget to move them fucking sprint. No, not actually. But
Goes just like, just staring into the air.
His perception's so low, he doesn't notice you walk away.
Gug might need glasses. And then I assume like the entrance is like somewhere here, or where's the entrance to the building?
Yeah, that's the entrance.
I'm just gonna walk in. Take a look
By
around.
By the way, Gug's around 9'1", for reference.
These buildings are built to accommodate.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that because I forgot to put it in my sheet.
Even for a troll, you're tall, motherfucker.
No, 9'2" is the average for trolls.
X? Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought they were like
Big.
I thought they were like 7 to 10 foot tall, not like 9.2. Oh, whatever.
7 to 10?
Now with them going through the frickin' rooms here, would they be able to let us know if there's any like windows or?
I am gonna look for like possible points to like
Openings.
extract the person that is not through the fucking front door.
Yeah, you have so the buildings themselves do have like a couple of windows, so like, but of course it would lead kind of into sort of the area with some of the fake grass, fake plants, and then the fence. But yes, there are like windows into the various like buildings.
Okay.
The only buildings that don't really have any windows, it looks like, is this one doesn't have any windows at all.
I assume it's either the medical wing or like the officers.
Man, even the janitor closet has a window. Nice.
Yes. It does have.
Yeah.
It has one of those high windows like you see in like a bathroom. Where it's like really high up, just to let a little bit
It's
of
for
light in.
so you don't have to pay for the electricity.
This is like this is a Shadowrun with janitor's clauses. There are probably like chemicals in there that could literally just burn your fucking face off if you walk in there.
What are you talking about? That's how we do it in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say that pretty much scans for actual chemical cabinets.
We don't have a cabinet. We just have a wire
What you
rack.
should have done is like paid the janitor for a copy of the key, and then you could stash the body in the janitor's closet.
The body?
What?
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 All right. Anyways, so we're going
It's a
into 3.
revolution.
Yeah, we're going to 3, and we're just gonna look around like ways to extract the person from the person themselves.
Yep. Any easy ways in or out beyond the front door, and then.
Easy way on the front door.
Did the janitor give us the specific pod? I believe I forget exactly what the number.
He did not know the
He
specific.
did
pod.
not. Just someone in 3. Okay.
That'd probably also be confidential information. I'd assume.
Yeah.
Yep. And 5
Um,
new yen is not worth confidential information.
See
Yeah,
if.
like I also didn't want him to be like, because like even assuming we would pay him like 500 new yen, like he would still have a reason to rat us out, and like if we don't ask for, like, we just ask general information, we didn't ask specific
Yeah, no.
information. So
I'm
it's
gonna
not as
see.
much.
Ask if Khan can tell which pods are occupied. You know, anyone
Yeah,
watching any
I mean it's
pretty
pretty easy to
rumors?
tell which ones are occupied because a lot of them are.
Lights
When
and
one is
stuff.
occupied, they're shuttered.
Fair. Are a lot of them shuttered?
Not at present, really. Not at the moment, no, because this is
Okay.
fairly like early morning,
Hmm.
coming
People are
on
out and
to
about.
afternoon. Yeah.
Okay. Are there? There's more than one, I assume.
Yes, there's multiple pods.
Okay, got it.
You're gonna have to roll a perception if you want to find it.
Okay. Let me see. I'm
Good, good.
curious
can
if I
check.
can do this. I want to check the rolls. BB22.
Probably once we found out like which building she's in, Judas would kind of motion towards Scrape to kind of start moving in that direction.
You
Just
know
to
what
kind
you're
of like
putting down.
get into position to get in and get out with hopefully the still living body.
Ideally. Here's a quick side note question, Oro.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the rules for stat scan, and it doesn't mention anything other than that the device emits a visible light. Would not work through the shutters, right?
No.
Okay. Alright. How do you want to do this, Arm? I assume that we're not going to fucking knock on each one.
You can just roll perception.
Well, yeah, but... Okay.
I mean, we just check this. Like, we can also just check if one of the pods looks like it hasn't been opened in like if she hasn't moved out in like 3 days, one of the pods might have just not been opened.
Yeah, it might be a little weird.
Okay, I wanted to think it's like you guys are just doing like a cursory glance to try to narrow it down, and then you would kind of
Go from there.
then we would go in and do the actual like
Yeah.
real hard looking.
Yeah, true.
Take some time to kind of search. You don't see the pod. You don't think you see the pod you're looking for here.
These
I
are
can-
not the pods you're looking for.
Hey, can I just like crack open the window so that like the other ones can just get in from the outside afterwards?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. And then I guess to not raise suspicion, we're just like couldn't find it, so we're just gonna fuck back off and go to, I don't know, go to the restaurant, eat something.
Okay. So, infiltration team, we're gonna scene to you. You've gotten word. Well, I'll let y'all figure that out. But you've gotten word they know what building they're in. You just gotta find them. Is that the intent?
Yes.
Okay.
God.
Yes, and I will let them know like where that I cracked open a window and where it is. So they don't have to wander in through the front door.
Yeah, I'm also gonna mention, the detail about she's been in there for a while, or she might have been in there for a while. Hopefully nothing's wrong, but if there is, give me a ring and I'll be over.
Yeah.
Got it.
Best to make sure she's alive before you carry her out if she's unconscious.
As we're kind of approaching, I would message over to Khan and ask him if there's any specific like alarm set for that building, just to see if he can take him down for a little bit.
He's like, yep, working on it. We're good. Just make it quick.
So head over that way.
Yep.
Remember to tilt your avatar for maximum speed benefits. Strafe jumping.
No, we are not tilting. God damn it!
Tilted!
Yeah,
So
I am
these must be
tilted.
the fabled tilted towers.
And I'm like, you know what, Raven is just gonna go to her pod and hang out there in case you guys can tell, so she is nearby.
Sorry, you were gonna say the bar for a second.
She is. I was so thinking about it, then I realized that if shit hits the fan, we would have to sprint across the entire courtyard.
Yeah, it's more normal for us to be here. While we're here, just in case anyone wanders in, Gug will have his comlink and stat scan out, just kind of like poking away at it. Make sure that it looks like he's tending to the madame.
Yeah, Raven is gonna lay in the pod, but like not gonna close it, just gonna like lay in there and pretend to be sleeping. Actually, honestly, she is this pod is probably more comfortable than anything she's slept on in a while, and she's probably asleep.
You don't fucking fall asleep.
Probably going to regret asking this, but on our approach, do you want us to roll stealth?
Yes.
Oh god.
Okay.
Damn, bro.
Alright.
Damn.
Y'all are entirely unseen as you head toward the window. In fact, you see the janitor pruning some of the fake plants.
Wait, what?
Shits and giggles.
Wait, what? He's what?
That's what.
You heard him.
That's what he does when he doesn't want to get like any annoying jobs. Like, yeah, I'm busy.
Yeah,
I'm
busy.
cleaning the
What are you
plants up.
doing? Pruning. The plants are fake.
Pruning.
I know.
I know.
So that's why we've had to buy 36 new plants every month.
You just look at the fucking bookkeeping, spendings.
Listen,
fake plants,
if your beard's growing, their beard's growing. Prune them.
Yeah, exactly. So,
But you pass by him, no sight unseen, the both of you.
alright, so we'll head over to the window that got cracked open, knowing that there's no alarm that we're going to trigger, just kind of slide it open and hop in.
You are in the building.
Right on in.
Swoosh, swoosh.
So it's like I'd kind of described, there are like kind of a few pods in toward the back, multiple like kind of rows and columns. Otherwise there is also a downstairs area kind of leading into a bigger like section of pods. So are you gonna check the upstairs or the downstairs?
I would say we'd probably check the floor we're on right now,
Yeah.
which I'm assuming is the downstairs, considering we just went in through a window.
Well,
Or
there's
unless it's
the
like a
floor.
basement.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like a basement. Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, yes, the sex dungeon.
Yeah.
And like, do these pods have like little like monitors on them to kind of like medical staff can give a quick little like view of the person's inside's vitals?
Yeah. If they're hooked in, yes.
Okay.
Oh.
That would probably make finding her a little easier. So yeah, we'll kind of peruse the ones on this floor first.
Roll me a perception check. I've made it a little easier with that observation. With those perception checks, you do check around. You're pretty sure it's not this floor.
All right.
Downstairs it is.
Yep. We'll make our way down the stairs. Hopefully, there's no guards down there. As we say that, there's like 5 of
Roll
them.
me another sneaking.
There you go.
So far, y'all are fine. And yeah, you come into the larger section of pods. You're gonna just start checking them.
Ooh.
That's a lot
As
of
y'all
work.
are kind of
That is
as
a
y'all
lot
are
of work,
kind of
goddamn.
searching with
If
the.
If you did not roll that 5, that would have been a critical glitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scrape, you do see, kind of searching through, you do eventually hit a pod that catches your eye. It looks like it hasn't really been opened in a while, a few days. Kind of glancing over the vital signs, you have an educated guess that this is the correct one?
Alright, first off, I'm going to gesture towards Judas to get his attention.
Right.
Reminder that we have a truck with medical training who might know more about the vital signs than you do.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but you know, first off, I want him to know that I think I've managed to find a pod. Next up, I'm going to check that there's no one around that could overhear us.
Okay. Nope. you're
And
good
then
for
I
right now.
contact Raven and Gug over the comms. I think we managed to find them.
Nice.
And since comlinks are like that, we'd be able to kind of send a, like, at least show Gug vitals to see if he could see if anything's off.
How's
Yeah.
it looking?
Doug, roll me first aid or medicine, your choice.
We're going. Let me. God, my fucking taskbar is a mess.
Roll what you believe is the most relevant medical skill.
Would probably be medicine, actually. Honestly.
And do you have a knowledge skill about medicine? That's the question.
You can do it as an active. I treat it as kind of both.
Yeah, I have biology, cybertech, disease, and medicine for knowledge skills. Some other stuff too, but yeah, I'm gonna do medicine. I mean, the ratings are equal for first aid and medicine, but you know, it feels like more of a medicine thing than actually quickly treating stuff. So, yeah.
Okay, so with a 6, you can deduce from looking over the medical files that this person is suffering from an incredible, extreme form of exhaustion, and also appears to be suffering from a, like, caffeine and, like, heavy stimulant dependency. Like, you're almost worried if you move this person too much, you might send them into a shock.
I'm gonna signal to Raven. Didn't have to check that just now. It's like, you know, send her what I'm seeing as well as everyone else, but then be like, let's get over there. I might need to help.
Do you have a medical guy? Do we have stim patches?
I should. I believe so.
I mean, that might actually kill her once it runs out, but
I have some trank patches though. Depending on what she's on right now, or if she's, you know, out of it right now, then
let's
trank
just
patches.
She is in fact, you can gather from the vital signs, is unconscious.
Okay.
Do we have a
and
20
they do have her.
Nighthawk?
They do have her hooked up,
Nighthawk.
kind of to keep vitals running, so they have an IV drip.
Okay.
You can tell this was definitely an extreme case.
Yeah, so medical stuff's already kind of set stuff up for her.
yeah, because like it would be dangerous to move her, right? You said it might send her into shock. The question is, do we want to risk it, or I am basically asking Doug, like, do you expect the situation to be better in like a day or two, or do you think this is gonna last a while?
It's gonna last a good couple days.
Okay. So we're gonna need to figure out a way to get her out.
without killing her, or like, without
Yes.
her getting, like, if possible, without her going into shock, because shock is not good.
Yeah, I mean, she's unconscious already, so I wouldn't need to use a trank patch. Likely. Hopefully.
I mean, you could get a stim patch to wake up. The problem is, like, if you take a stim patch, like,
Yeah, I
that might
don't
actually just knock her the fuck
think
out, like, once she runs out.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Also,
I mean-
waking her up here like that would be fucking wild.
It would
Yeah.
be a horrible idea.
Yeah, it'd be... Like...
Roll me a perception check, all of you.
Oh no.
Oh. Keep forgetting where that is. So perception is intuition.
Mental.
Yeah,
Mental.
we all get that perception.
Well, nah, actually this one, right?
Oh wait, fuck, actually, I forgot to put a -1 on mine because of... Wait. Yeah, I would have had a -1 on that, so the 2 would have not counted. Still be 2 successes though. Because welcome to having Red Riding Hood as your mentor spirit.
All blind.
So, as y'all are kind of discussing the plans, you hear a voice behind you say, "So what's 2 elves, an orc, and a troll doing in the sub-level of Building 3?" And you turn around and see you see the janitor from before.
I'll raise
with the broom
my...
and a smug.
I'm gonna raise my med kit. You know, taking a look.
But isn't, you know, he points to, isn't she your go-to?
I'm not just gonna let someone die, am I?
Very charitable soul, I see.
Shrug. I don't pay for the med supplies.
You know what? Fair. I guess if someone else is footing the bill.
Okay, I'm just gonna straight up say it. Like, I know you're not an idiot, and you know that we're not supposed to be here.
Yeah, I kind of figured that out.
So
what brings you? So why are you here? Obviously, I haven't called security yet.
yeah, that's fair.
Because if I had to hazard a guess, you've got somebody on the outside, right?
Problem is, I kind of have to clam the fuck up about this. Nitro, you might have to do the talking about this because.
Jesus fuck! Oh my god!
That is actually negative quality, by the way.
Not sure what that entails, honestly.
Consummate professional. Like, technically, it's only -3 karma. It gives you +3 karma basically. It's only just like, I think you start with like lower street cred, and also like your street cred rises slower because you do not brag about your jobs and you basically shut the fuck up. So like the way I play it is like, yeah, she is not gonna talk about her work that much, and like she's not gonna just straight up tell somebody what she has done or what she's working on. So
Okay. Yes, let's just say she has an acquaintance that is wanting us to check up on her, and
Check up or check out?
a little bit of both.
Okay.
A and B if needed.
Out of character real quick. That's better than what I would have said, which would be yes.
Yeah.
and that's why you're the infiltration specialist.
That's why you're not the face.
Exactly.
I know that neither of us really want any trouble. I'm sure that someone in your position knows that if we are here, we have a certain skill set that could be
Oh yeah, trust me,
frowned upon.
Listen, I know my odds if I try anything, you know, I'm as good as paste on the floor, I get it.
Yeah, you don't
I'm
want
not
to clean
here
up a
for a
dead body.
fight. I actually come to you with a proposition.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
So, you need to get that person out of here, right?
yes.
Well, I got a bone to pick with one of the security officers, the guy manning the camera. Dude cleaned me out of my paycheck at one of our poker games, and I kinda need that money to make rent. Think you could get me that cred stick back?
Where is?
Or, or just, lay him up. I'd actually be fine either way if you want to just knock him on his ass.
Where exactly is the security office?
It's gonna be the second floor of the back building.
The one without windows?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So I'm going to look over everyone.
But you do that, and I'll make sure any footage or records mysteriously disappear. And I'll even turn off the sensors on the way out. Deal?
Damn.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
Can we kind of tell how truthful this guy is being here?
Roll me, there's like I think, what is it called? Judge Intentions?
Judge Intentions, yeah, I think it's called.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, roll it. Yeah, Raven, he's being 100% legit. He really just fucking hates the security guard.
So I'll
Yeah.
look over at everyone. So you want to take a little side job as well as our main thing here? Doesn't seem like it's anything too out of the way.
That's fair, but if you guys go beat up the security guard, I'm gonna keep our friend here company. Don't want him wandering off.
Got it.
Gug's gonna stay here to see what he can do to stop her from dying horribly.
Yes, you two make sure that she's comfortable as we take her out of here, and we'll get our gentleman back his hard-earned money.
Well, if you need something to look inconspicuous, there's a couple of jumpsuits in the closet as he tosses you the key.
Alright.
We're not gonna say no to that offer.
Gotta get past one camera to get to the closet, though.
Yep.
Well, we'll just, we can go the long way. And then
Go
just kind
around.
of slide in.
True. Yeah.
Do you, and the janitor kind of looks over to Gug and is like, do you need anything from the medical office for, keeping her
I mean,
stable?
Do you guys have a? I forgot what the fuck it's called. I think it's a. I mean, I wouldn't know, but like, I don't character to Gug. There's something called a Phoenix medkit, which is like a lot smaller than a normal medkit, but it can also you can just hook it up to a person and will stabilize them.
I have savior medkits and normal medkit supplies.
Is it savior medkits or is it?
Yes, it's a savior. I think there might be a Phoenix as well, but I have saviors.
I mean, like, you could just hook it up to that. It would probably stabilize.
Yes, it can act on its own actually, which is cool.
I mean, like all the medkits can, but like, I think like the normal, like what rating is the normal medkit?
My medkit, because the in-game one's bad. My medkit's rating 6. Like this is a pack. Yeah, this is a big pack. This is not a little. This isn't a little handheld thing. Like I'm carrying this shit around.
Yeah. Okay.
And I have a savior medkit, which is the small one that fits in your pocket.
Yeah, there's like you can hook either of those up. Like I would suggest the savior medkit because it's also like easier to transport with her. Like you could just rest it on top of her and then you can just hook it up to her.
Yeah.
It might also give her like an AI in her head, but yeah, that's fine.
It's fine. Yeah,
and,
so
I'm just gonna go talk to like I'm just gonna like basically just small talk with the janitor about like. Guy, I'm actually curious. Like, if they go to like the security's office, if they beat the guy down, like beat him unconscious, like if there are any weapons, that you can just bring them with them because you can always use those to sell them.
free guns.
Like,
Yeah.
we are not getting paid a whole lot for this job. We might
Yeah.
as well get the money where we can get it.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's see what's in the security office.
Yeah.
Also, I'm just gonna chat up with Ajana and like basically just like chat shit about like other information that might be sellable through our fixer.
Yeah, you can shoot the shit with him. Unfortunately, he is a janitor, so he doesn't have like a lot of the hard data,
Yeah.
that you could use. But like, yeah, he'll shoot the shit with you. I'll tell you about a few times. Some of the middle managers got into like fights. Security had to break up. Just shooting the shit. Nothing super useful, but he can weave an entertaining story.
Yeah, like considering Raven is also like dirt poor and kind of about making red, like she can understand the guy, like she actually likes him. just chatting the shit. I'd be like, yeah, like if I was in your position, I would have also just gotten us to help you.
You want to see how the security office raid goes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So, scening to the people going to the security officer raid, roll me sneaking.
Are you getting the things first, or what?
Yeah, we're going to
Shells?
the jumpsuits first.
Okay.
Yeah. So you slip into the janitor's closet. It is an assortment of brooms, mops, cleaning supplies, chemicals. There are a couple of spare jumpsuits kind of hanging on a small rack. Roughly metahuman sized. So they'd fit y'all.
Fucking elves.
So, here's an idea. Do we go in as a regular cleaning crew? Because if so, it might be good to know if maybe it's scheduled or not. Because if we just rock up to the security office like, hey, the cleaning crew is here, and they actually have some kind of scheduled hours for cleaning the security office in particular, we would bring a lot of attention to ourselves.
Also, they won't know your faces.
That as well, but new hires, whatever.
Yeah.
Might be worth asking our friendly janitor about that.
Yes.
Relay that to the Janny boy.
Typically we're given free reign kind of our own set. We just need to make sure everything, the security office gets cleaned about twice a day. So usually once toward opening, once toward closing shift, but I haven't cleaned it for opening yet, so I'm actually a little behind due to another frickin' middle management fuck passing out at the bar and having to help the concierge just cart him back to his pod. So it shouldn't look too suspicious.
There you go.
Alright. Here's the important
Plus I'm on my
Go on.
legally obligated 15-minute break
They still
that
got
I
15
will
minutes
make
of
sure I
damage, so-
take every time.
to its full extent. Yes.
I like this guy. He is what is it called? Quiet quitting. I like him.
So, Judas, here's the important question. Do we want to deck the security guard, or do we want to do this silently?
I mean, from what the janitor was saying, decking him is just kind of his just desserts. Me
I concur.
personally, I feel like we should try to not raise as much suspicion as possible.
That is also a fair point.
Swipe the stick in and out.
If it comes to it, then yes, we take him out, but it shouldn't be our first go-to.
I do agree that silence would be preferable in this instance, especially since it is our first job.
We'll get in our jumpsuits, grab a mop and broom, stroll over to the security office.
Yep. The people in the medical part of it pay you no mind because you don't look out of place, and they're honestly too busy to really pay you any heed.
Right, we'll kind of pretend, do some cleaning on the first floor, then head upstairs to clean there as well.
Indeed.
And then
Head on upstairs. There's to the security office. There's kind of like a small hallway when you get up to the stairs, and then a door. Fortunately, a quiet test of the door shows it's not currently locked.
Right. So, in this little hallway, do we see any cameras or anyone in
No.
there? Okay.
Well, you do see the security officer in there, but there isn't
Yeah.
any cameras in the hallway or the office itself, as far as you can tell. Because it'd be a little weird if you're in the security office staring at a camera staring at you.
Yeah.
It would give you
And
just
I
a little
looked at
bit
it,
of
and
discomfort.
it looked at me.
All right. So we'll go through the door, start cleaning in there, find the man.
Yeah, he's
it-
he's a sort of heavy-set orc, just kind of staring at the camera, kind of dividing his time between staring at the cameras and looking down at his phone as he plays some mobile game.
Ah, yes, they Shadow Heroes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Is there anyone else in the room, or is it just him with us?
right now it's just him.
Okay.
You lucked out. I rolled for it and you lucked out.
Nice.
Nice.
Since he's kind of paying us no mind, I'll kind of give a nod towards Scrape as it kind of quietly set the mop against the wall, kind of approach the man.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Casually
I did
approach
not write
security
back.
guard.
Okay. And then what do? You approach, roll sneaking, if you haven't already. And then scrape. Okay. Luckily, he continues to pay you no mind. Alright, what do y'all do? You are in position.
So I'd kind of looking at Scrape, kind of point at my shot gloves and kind of motion like if he had anything to also knock the guy out.
I just
Go ahead, I
gently
don't
tap
know.
my fist.
I just give a nodding shrug and see if a nice little shocking tap would
Yeah. Roll your attacks if that's what you're doing. He's not aware, so he doesn't get a defense roll. Okay. And then roll an unarmed attack, Scrape.
I'm trying to remember what unarmed was. Where's the cheat sheet?
Unarmed agility.
Agility.
Most combat stats are agility.
Agility to hit, strength for damage for melee stuff. Except for shock gloves because they are bullshit.
Okay. And just for my calcs, what's your strength, Scrape?
7.
Jesus.
Damn.
Augments, man.
Dude fucking
Augments.
lifts.
He
He
lifts.
does. No, he
Yeah.
doesn't. He has mechanical arms.
Those
So,
servos lift.
Please remember, augment
Judas
private
gives
military.
him a nice shock as Scrape just bashes him over the head with his fist, and he is out like a light
I fucking love
as he
this
just
scene.
collapses out of his chair with a.
all right. We'll get to picking the pockets.
That
Yeah.
works.
Steal his boots.
No. First off, 5-point room scan.
Yes.
Yep, 5-point room scan. You do see again the monitors on the desk he was looking at. He's got his comm link in his now unconscious hand. On his belt is a Ares Lightfire 70 with beanbag rounds, and you do see a keyring on his belt with what appears to be the keys to the security office, as well as a locker for the office. And you do see that locker kind of on the left-hand side.
Grab the keyring, open the locker.
It would be rude not to help ourselves.
would be rude not to help yourselves.
Yeah.
So you open up the lockers, and you do see what basically they call kind of the break glass in case of emergency or in case of like a riot. You do see in the small gun rack a Ares Predator 5 and two Defiance T250s, so a heavy pistol and 2 shotguns, loaded with beanbag rounds.
Hmm.
4 guns total.
That is incredibly tempting.
It would be rude not to help ourselves.
And we are in jumpsuits, so it'd be kind of easier to hide.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Might as well attempt picking the lock. Yeah.
Why would you need to pick the lock? You have the key.
We literally
yeah.
have to
Training.
Yes.
Before I
Details.
forget, let me just take a picture of the keys for the future.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we'll grab them.
How fucking old-fashioned is this, but if they still use physical keys?
Listen,
America.
it's cheap.
I mean, when everything can be hacked, physical
Probably.
analog locks are probably a bit safer.
That is
Yes.
also a good point.
Somehow. Physical analog locks are like
I mean,
never
you
safe,
have
but
to-
somehow
you have
they
to
are.
remember, like actually good daggers are not that common.
Yeah, true. Alright.
True, but also at the same time, let's be honest, even in 2070 or 2080, we would still have fucking stupid ancient codes that mandate that, yes, for the gun cabinet located within the security office, you need this very specific key mandated by the government that can also easily be bought in a fucking RV center.
Probably.
What's wrong?
Just like real life.
Exactly.
We'll
Why do you
have
think I know this? I mean, what? I haven't
Our,
broken into any buildings.
Our friend's cred stick will stuff like the pistols, like probably like put them in some kind of bag and have them in the mop bucket. Have the shotguns in our jumpsuits and
Yeah.
stroll out.
Indeed.
Stroll out again. The doctors, the medical staff on hand pay you no mind. As you can see, they just kind of wheeled in somebody else who passed out.
My condolences.
And yeah, you make your way back to building 3, sneaking around. Meet back up with the companions who come back with the cred stick, a few new toys, and
When we
Sweet.
get back in, we'll toss the janitor his money back, and start getting this lady out of here.
it's like, all right, I will hold up my end of the bargain. My lips are sealed, and when y'all are ready to leave, I'll make sure there's no interruptions.
Appreciate it.
We should
Thank
probably
you
get out
kindly.
as soon as we can, shouldn't we? At this point, with the guard unconscious.
Probably would be ideal.
It would be a very good idea, yes. We don't know how long he'll stay unconscious.
We should make like an atom and split.
Indeed.
Yeah, I think you guys should. Yeah, you should probably carry her out, and like I don't like it would be kind of suspicious if we left through the front entrance. Would also be kind of suspicious. They have us on video camera, but also be suspicious if we just dipped.
Well, the janitor said he would wipe the footage.
Okay, yeah, in that case, yeah, I'm guessing we're just sort of also gonna walk out.
Make like a prom dress and fly away.
Indeed.
Okay. Yeah. So are you taking are you gonna try to hop the fence, or are you just going out the front door?
My favorite about that one is still make like a shepherd get the flock out of here.
I'd probably say, with her, try to get not go through the front door, because I'm sure concierge would be very
Upset.
Suspicious.
concerned if 2 people they didn't see come in are walking out with a person.
I concur.
A little bit. I'm assuming that based on what Gug's seen of her, like we can move her fine, and she won't wake up probably.
Yeah, she's gonna be
Okay.
out for like
Yeah,
another
so
day.
Okay, so we're good to do whatever the fuck.
Yeah, well, probably taking over the fence would probably be safest.
Yeah, I mean, Gug and Raven are tall enough to kind of work her over the fence as well. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we could just.
Remember that there is barbed wire, though.
yes. How did y'all get over it?
Yup.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that we could pass her over it.
I told you again, it's very small because you don't want
Yeah.
like huge barbs because that gives
It's
like
not monofilament
impression of-
wire.
yeah because
Science correction
has-
facility.
yeah you don't want to make it look like a jail, but you also don't want go
People
gangers
getting-
casually hopping the fence. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's more of
So-
a light deterrent.
we could probably pretty easily either like put a shirt down over it and pass her over so she doesn't scrape it, or just pass her over it or whatever.
We
We'll
could,
just-
we could also just. We could probably also
We never said we put the jumpsuits back.
Yeah,
Oh my god, did
You
you,
didn't-
just steal the jumpsuits?
Yeah, we'll just throw one of the jumpsuits over. Just
Fair.
take one.
Fair.
Leave the other one kind of lying around somewhere, thinking like, oh, there was a janitor that just kind of fucked off.
Yeah, that's not the worst idea.
I mean, it would probably be better to not leave any trace of it, eh?
Yeah,
Take it with and dispose of later.
2 jumpsuits.
Yeah.
You can always burn a jumpsuit.
Or you could use it for later if it doesn't have any logoing on it.
Actually, a good point.
Yeah. But,
Even if
Okay.
it does, you can cover it with like a patch or something.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just a piece of duct tape.
I mean,
Nothing
would it
here.
be suspicious?
No. Actually, a Sharpie in front of it.
Yeah.
Nothing here.
Not Aries.
Alright, so we're gonna take her over the fence with the jumpsuit.
you do so.
Okay.
Excellent.
Into y'all's car or our car? Whose car? Can better suit a unconscious person.
You do hear your dwarf over the comm. Don't forget to put the jamming band on her before we
Ooh.
get too far from the compound.
Yeah. Actually, it'd probably be better to keep her near Gug in case she wakes up and needs to be sedated.
Also a good point.
We'll put her in Gug's car.
Okay. Slap the band on her and drive away.
I mean, I like you can stay in the back with her. I can drive.
drive
I'm
away.
not shit at driving.
Get her in the car, load it up, drive. Nobody is any of the wiser.
I mean, it's not an escape run. We are fine. Even
That
then, I have
is
7
suspicious.
reaction.
Gug is suspicious of the sex-craved demon's ability to drive his car.
A, I am not sex crazed, and B, I am not a demon.
Uh-huh.
Same
I-
difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you call up the Johnson. Let him know the good news.
Where do you want us to bring her?
He's probably gonna be surprised considering this was literally met him a day ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. You work fast. I'm sending you the coordinates. It's for abandoned dock.
Okay.
So, bring her there. I'll give you the money, and we'll be on our way.
That's gonna be very pleasant to wake up to.
Y'all want to keep a bit of your distance, just in case, while we drop her off?
Just to be sure is not a bad idea, I am.
I am gonna put my Ingram smart gun in my inside. It's gonna be visible, but it's fine. And I'm not gonna like walk out with it, but I'm gonna have it in my clothes just in case. Because being double crossed sucks.
Take her
Being
over
double-crossed
there.
while unarmed sucks even more.
Also gonna mention to the Johnson, her state whenever we found her, real quick,
Pretty bad.
so that there's no surprises.
I'm aware.
Yeah, she is on a drip, not conscious. She's stable though, so.
Good. I appreciate that you have a degree of care.
Okay.
It's not something you see from a lot of your kind.
Our kind.
Shadowrunners.
Doug's
So
a
you
little
head off-
upset.
You head off to the dock. True to his word, you do see the Johnson. He is flanked on 2 sides by armed guards.
Okay.
And yeah, who's gonna go up for the exchange?
Gug will, because he doesn't have his gun on him. So he's only good
I'm
in
gonna
melee.
walk with God. Like, I'm not gonna have my gun up, but I'm gonna walk with him, just in case. Also, just in case there needs to be some talking done.
Gug is only good with his fists right now because he has no gun, so he might as well be the one to be close as well. So.
Do you have? Why do you have no gun? You have no gun
Because
in your car?
it's a fucking LMG!
Oh, what? The smallest gun you have is.
Gug was fire support!
God damn it.
Alright.
You go on up to the dock. The Johnson greets you. And he's like, "Well done, gentlemen." And, you know, and woman.
I'm kind of just princess carrying her. Is like, where do you want her?
And he motions to one of the guards to grab her from you, or to take her from you. And he hands off the. Yeah, nope. True to his word, he hands off a cred stick for each of you.
Okay.
And he says, "There's the rest of your pay. You can check. There's even a small bonus for you for your timeliness."
Sweet. Make sure that's enough for all four of us and not just us two.
I mean, like,
Yeah. No, he hands you 4 cred sticks.
Oh,
with,
4. I thought you said 2 for each. Okay.
Well, there's 1 for each person in the group.
Okay, we're good.
yeah, we're good.
So each of the
Concerned
cred
for a
sticks
second.
had 900 and an additional 200 new yen bonus.
Nice.
Hmm?
Okay.
So we had 2,000 total.
And they take the woman, and they are gonna load her up onto a boat
God,
and be on
what
their
about
way.
your medkit?
What about it?
Is it still connected to the woman?
I never connected it to her because she's fine.
Yeah, she's fine.
Also, it's a savior. It injects into her and it's wireless after that.
Yeah, more or less.
Okay.
It's nanites.
So yeah, the Johnson. I thank you for your service. Maybe I will be seeing you again sometime.
Yeah.
Give my regards to your fixer.
Will do. And hope
Gives you
like,
a small bow and heads off on his way.
Walks right on off. And
Yeah.
pass
And
over the
that
cred
is the
sticks to
session.
the other 2.
Raven would just quickly call a fixer and be like, "Hey, yeah, job complete."
Glad to hear it.
Mission complete.
All right, that is the session. 3 karma for everybody. What was everybody's favorite part of the session? I know this one was a little quicker. We actually ended early, but I feel like that was a pretty good session 1.
Yeah.
Honestly, that went a lot smoother than I expected.
Well, it's also
Yeah.
the first. I didn't want to hit you
No.
too hard out of the gate.
Fair.
It's okay. Next time we have to face some knight errant.
Next time on Shadowrun Z.
I also have like a small table for like whenever I fill the progress clock of like events where it's like, is this a minor, a major inconvenience, or is this an opportunity? And I kept getting minor and then opportunity. So that's where the dwarf knocking out somebody and then the janitor came in.
Okay, so total we got 2,000 new yen, right?
Yep.
And
Yep.
3 karma, which is even more important.
Yes.
Yee.
What was y'all's
How much-
favorite part of the session?
Honestly, the first meeting of the group was kind of fun.
It
Yeah.
was really nice.
And
Smells like that.
what were the weapons that we got again?
1 Ares Light Fire 70, 1 Ares Predator 5, and a 2 I had it pulled up. 2 Defiance T250s.
I don't know what the latter 2 are, but the first one is a light pistol, the second one is a heavy pistol.
Yeah,
The other two are shotguns.
Oh, shotguns. Oh.
Just so I can see how much we can actually fence these for.
General rule, I consider like half. I just ball it at half value for selling things. So
That's fair.
Heavy pistol is still pistols, right?
yes.
Like a light pistol also goes on. Like I would actually like if nobody else wants it, I would like to take the light pistol.
That's
Go
fine.
ahead. I already have a heavy pistol in my arm.
Hell yeah, it's the best.
Yep, custom heavy pistol. I love it.
I prefer the long longer
I
ones
love how
myself.
literally the reason I have it was Lank asking me, "Do you want to literally never be disarmed again?" Yes.
I mean, he says
know.
that there
I
are
know
some.
he's joking about it, but when someone asks you, "Do you literally want a gun on you at all times?" Yes, I do.
Yeah, there are cyberware scanners, and there are things that suppress that deactivate cyberware for a limited amount of time, if I remember correctly.
I know. Which is why I have backup plans. They're
I'm
called
glad
stabbing.
I'm glad y'all had fun. I'm glad y'all enjoyed the dwarf.
The dwarf was
That's
amazing.
gonna be one of your on call or one of your freelancers if you need
And
tech
the
support.
recording
Now
here.
the real question is, do I